Alright, welcome back, my fellow autists, and no, you did not mishear me. Uh, Continuing onwards with Beginner Portrait Road of the artwod roadmap. Yeah, somebody was just commented asking how they should approach the puzzles traditionally. You can just do what I do, which is watch, and I replied this to that person as well, which is just watch the instructional videos, right, for the roadmap, and then literally just do the final result of what Antonio shows you, right? Antonio shows specifically like proportions. You can kind of draw along with him to understand, but the whole point is, right, if I were to click next on the video that I'm in right now, right? Okay. Fucking Jesus Christ, just open the tab. Ah! Now it's asking for a tab group or some shit. Open in background. What kind of retarded ass way is that to say just open a new tab? But yeah, it says see, I go to the next lesson. It's like, oh, break down one of your Loomis heads from lesson 3 into this three simple forms, like these three simple forms, right? Some of the other puzzles will be like, they'll show you an example of 3 to 4 heads. They'll be like, oh, draw the Loomis head over that. What I'm doing is a bit similar but opposite, where I'm going to first really get down my understanding of the head that is being given, and then obviously be able to rotate any orientation, and then start practicing it over like from references and stuff. Because at the end of the day, if you can apply that, if you have the forms memorized and the spatial reasoning understood, right, being able to apply it to a reference is much easier. And yes, artwod has addressed they're going to add more repetition, but I'm kind of already doing that. So if at the point that you're watching this video, whether it's when it comes out or when way later down the line, if they added the repetition, great, right? If it's similar to what I'm doing or just helpful in that vein, wonderful, right? If it's not, then just follow me. Anyways, I'm gonna start drawing. Also, I don't want to say fucked up my back, but I do think I sprained my back from improper squatting, which is hilarious. I swear I'm fucking retarded because I swear sometimes I just don't know how to like I just forget how to literally exercise. You know, I've been doing it for a decade, and I always have these moments where I just forget how to do it. But either way, that's not the point of what we're doing right now, right? So this is. I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh, I have an ice pack because my back is sore. Whatever. I'm gonna take it off in like 20 minutes, right? So this is a really difficult angle. So let's really think about this one, because if this is my perspective, right? Maybe that one was a bit too much. Like this curve was a bit too much. But I would like to believe this will be going this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. So it's actually likely going to be something, and I'll start here. So maybe it can be quote unquote slightly easier, or maybe I should start here, and then it'll be, and maybe I should start here. I'm trying to think. Perspective. Maybe I should just start here. I already kind of fucked up this line. It's way too curvy. So let's just start where it makes sense, right? Which is, and this is obviously the bottom view. So again, obviously I'm trying to imagine as much as I can. This will obviously be a little bit more, a little bit harder to see. Should have cut this out. I still gotta get into the practice of cutting that out. Right? So, same thing here. I think I fucked it up a little bit. Maybe. How did he do that face? It's a bit of a curve. I don't know what the curve is like. It's a bit longer here, let's say. Something like that. Right. And then see the bottom of this chin. This can be the center line of the face. Is that a bit better? Well, who knows? I think that's okay. The lips just needs to, yeah. Is that okay? What about here? Something like that. Let's cut that off. No, it has to be more like this. Right. Is that accurate? Something like that. I don't think I've gotten the perspective down. Let me rest my brain actually. Fuck, I need to be able to tell what time it is. It is 7 minutes. Okay, that's pretty chill. There you go. See, that's the beauty of the spacing effect, right? You don't practice it for a few days, but your brain practices it. Is that? Because it's. Got to add the curve. Let's see that. Right. Something like this. And also going that way. This curves around. Question is if that is correct or not. Then again, I've never drawn this angle, so I don't think this is too bad considering I've never drawn this angle, but fuck. Fuck everything. Oh god damn it. And I have to bend down just when my back's fucked. Oh. Alright. Oh, on my back. Okay. I laugh, but really I'm in extreme amounts of pain. Some water. Hydrate myself. Although this ice pack is a fucking blessing. Okay. Oh yeah, my ass is nice and toasty. Or not toasty. The fuck? Whatever. Just ignore it. My own good. So obviously, that was too drastic of a curve. I just need to do something like this. There. With this, I should be able to practice visualizing. And you know what? Why don't I draw through? Drawing through can help as well in this case. So I thought it would help, but I guess I don't need it for the time being. Right, how was I doing it earlier? Right, like that. There we go. This can be middle, right? Cool. Wow, that actually visualized that pretty decently. Right, and that's the forehead, and then foreshortening, of course. So same thing here. Maybe that's not the most accurate, because this curve is a bit wonky, right? It needs to be more evenly distributed. I like to take these notes for my own it's like understanding. You know, the more I repeat it as I draw, the more I'll understand it, right? Okay, and then that this ellipse isn't round enough. I feel as if what the heads are missing is an actual proper. It doesn't look like a proper skull. The skull looks malformed, which I need to keep in mind. Right, and this perspective is actually, this is slightly off. This one would look a bit better if actually if I stuck to this a bit cleaner. Okay, now let's try visualizing this, which is actually surprisingly difficult. This was easier. There you go. And now we need to ensure there you go, because that's cut off, right? And we get this, that, something like that. It's just about thinking behind this quote-unquote science of it all. Okay, and what did I do the jaws again? The jaws, like, it's like this, and then this shape coming down, so we just need something like that. And I'm pretty sure this is a bit off, but I just want to get it done. What about this is off? Well, let's see. center line should be more to the right, I think. So technically we're looking more on the left side of the face. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. Let's keep doing it. Let's do yeah, something like that. And let me rest my brain. So let me look at the reference and how that goes. Yeah, the only critique I have is they definitely need to be more consistent with their mannequins or the shapes they provide, because they slightly change every so often. And again, I understand it's about intuition, but beginners need less intuition and more instruction regarding the consistency. At least this specific beginner, me, that's me, this guy right here, I need that shit. Okay, I'll have to take this ice pack off in 5 minutes. Okay, what angle do we want to do now? My mind is trying to do a top down, but yeah, it can be done bottom up as well. Okay. So again, I need to start thinking about the shape as it is, right? So this is the dome, right? Something like that. And then we have the side, which of course wraps all the way around. We do need the face here, right? This is a cutout, like so. And then this one will follow suit, but we need to find the center line for this, so it should be roughly around here, coming down. So that's the forehead. 1, 2, that's 3, right? But I guess we're seeing more of it, so something like this. Right? Like that. This thing is going to finish off the sphere. And we need, see, that's not, again, like I keep fucking up the sphere. It needs to be a bit better in that regard, more organic. But that's just something I'm working on, right? Like these shapes look very disjointed right now, which isn't the intention. There you go. But that's not right. That looks very off. Very disjointed, for sure. So again, same thing. Something like that. You gotta think about this. And again, this. Right? This we can say it's going all the way around. Makes sense. Then it's, again, 1, something like this maybe? Should see the bottom of this a little. This one definitely seeing the bottom of more. Something like that. This seems pretty inaccurate to me. It's because maybe this curve isn't enough. Funny enough, I am getting better for sure. I'd like to think, right? If we just try doing the back shape again, it's literally something like this, right? And it's curving around like that, right? So maybe it's going out a bit under. Actually, wait, and then it's cutting off here. Yeah, so it should be like this. Something like that, I believe, right? Just trying to think. Just like this. And what? Finishing off the ellipse, or the sphere, and then like that. And then what's the jaw shape? Well, the jaw shape is just this, right? The other half comes down. Like that. But if we were to do it from the back, it would be like so, right? Yeah, see, because it's coming inward. See? So that's what it is. And that makes a lot of sense, you know? So when you combine it, and I'm just drawing around to like reaffirm what I know, right? So there's not really a rhyme or reason to where I'm drawing these. But if we put it together, right, we get a dome, the top half, right? It's cut off around there. And then we get this thing. And then this is just that same half right here, right? This one will go around, this one will come down. Forward perspective, something like that. I think I fucked it up a decent amount there. If you see how Antonio does it, oh fuck, his pen is blocking the one that I want. The example that he has. Okay, I see the example he has now. It's the same shit. I think the biggest thing I'm forgetting, actually, maybe. No, actually, I think I'm doing it all right, to be honest. Again, it keeps changing up the angles and shit, but really, it's just right, and then if we were to follow this, because that's like a cutoff right there, and same thing is. Oh, actually, maybe I should have this entire thing cover that. And then it's just going around. This is the center line. So forehead, one, a little bit of foreshortening. Something like that. Makes sense to me. I mean, it's just repetition, but obviously I should take more time to think about it, right? So this one is maybe, it's facing more, see, that's maybe this one was a bit incorrect. I think this one's completely incorrect then. Wait, no, it's going this way, then this way, oh, and then this way. There you go. It's not going this way, it's going this way. Just gotta think about it like a minor axis, right? So that center line's roughly around there. I'm gonna turn it just slightly. I think that's important. We can curve it like so. This is also coming down this way. Is that more accurate? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, it's been 25 minutes. I should take this ice pack off. And I should also rest my brain. So I'll do just that. Biggest thing obviously I'm noticing is that I need to draw bigger in order to be able to define these forms a little better, right? And let me just try some. I guess I can draw a couple big ones on the bottom, right? But again, the biggest thing is that would be the head. And here we have the back. And then, just like we have there you go, just like that. Then, center line is roughly there, which means if this is the forehead, 1, 2, right around there. There you go. Wow, that's a lot better. It's a lot cleaner as well. And then we can just bring these back like so. See? That looks pretty decent. It's a lot cleaner, a lot more consistent. Basically exactly how Antonio does it. So yeah, I'm definitely intuiting it pretty decently, right? Why don't I just follow it in this perspective now, for shits? So, let's see. I came about a bit too far. But again, yeah, portraits are very fun. Oh, that center line's a bit too close. Fucked it up a little. Again, you can see I'm not doing perfect proportions either, but I'm getting it down, and I think this is actually more accurate than this was. Wow, that's progress. Would you look at that? But this is also... Actually, no, this is okay. Because... Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Damn, pretty good stuff. But we don't have to be stuck to it just being the bottom way. We can do the same perspective, of course, but focus on it in a different manner. Oh shit, that's too close. I should have done it further back. But maybe we can utilize foreshortening to our benefit, right? can make center line like so. That's actually a bit off. It should be angled a bit more this way. Like this way. So yeah, that's a bit off. But yeah, if this is where the forehead ends essentially, a 1, I can foreshorten this, foreshorten it, just end it like that. Right? We have something going like this. It'd just be like that, maybe? Did I fuck that up? Let's turn it around. That's not too bad. Something's missing though. I feel as if it's just line quality. But this, I'll figure it out. But not bad. That's the first time I've done it from that perspective too, right? So I'm surprised. I'm actually getting a lot better. I don't know. I didn't expect the progress to be this rapid, if that makes sense. But evidently it is. So we can't really. I mean, I can only be grateful that I'm starting to understand it better, right? Again, let's do a bigger one this way. Okay, that ended up being way too fucking big, but it was in the relatively right perspective, so that's good. But whatever, we can just draw over. Again, I just don't care about being too particular anymore when it comes to like being precious and shit with my drawings, right? You guys will see lots of drawings where I just don't give a shit about whether it's gonna be drawn over or not. So that's what it is. So yeah, this may be some intense foreshortening right around there. Right. So you won't see the bottom. We'll just see this. Yeah, that's what we'll see. There you go. There, that's better. Yeah, now if we turn this around, we can see that does look a lot better. Maybe the center line is a bit off. But overall, incredible improvement, to be honest. I didn't even take in the fact that I'm able to do this now, but okay, let me rest my brain. Actually, might as well give you guys something to look at if you are watching. I don't know why anybody would be interested in watching this. I assume my channel's, like I said before, just a fucking shitty ASMR channel now for artists who don't have friends. I can be your friend. So yeah, here you go. Let me rest my brain. It's honestly weird to have these quote-unquote moments of leveling up. I genuinely thought this would be a lot harder, but the only thing harder is my veiny forearms. I might have to self-censor because I'm a huge YouTuber now, right? 210 subscribers as we speak. Fuck man, I don't have any veins right now. Usually there's more. Oh god, I need to stop showing my forearms off. Every time I do it, I just remind myself of how fucking tiny they've gotten. I swear I'm jacked. Let's see. What other unique angle can we do? Oh, we can do this. There you go. Yeah, this is a great way to keep perspective in mind. Honestly, once I fill this page out, it's not going to be perfect, but I might be ready to move on to the next thing, which is drawing eyes and shit, right? So Yeah, damn. Making progress, rather unexpected progress. It's already been 35 minutes. Cool. Keep drawing. But this is actually a bit of a difficult angle, maybe, right? Because let's see. This is like that. This is going like this way. This way. So, okay, okay. That will be good for me. Maybe that was a fuck up on my end. But you see how today's practice of doing the curves and shit is actually very helpful. Yeah, that might be a relative fuck up, but it's okay. Right, we just need to pretend like it isn't. Isn't that what Antonio always says? Made a mistake? No, you didn't. Simple. Oh, fuck. So maybe this is the center line. So, is that like extreme foreshortening? Something like this. Right? Does that make sense? Not too much, I don't think. Maybe I'll stick with this until I'm a bit better. I think I just made this way too long. And keep the perspective in mind. I should have stopped around there. But we are getting a bit better with perspective and visualizing, of course, what needs to be visualized. I'm not trying to go super fast, but it's sort of becoming that way because I'm trying to visualize it as much as I can as well. Right? I keep the perspective in mind while I do this. It's not bad. It's not bad. At the end of the day, this is just a skeleton, right? This is just the base. And oh, I plan on doing Tom Fox's figure drawing course as well, right? His drawing from imagination for beginner artists, which isn't for beginner artists at all. That's another pet peeve of mine. They always keep saying shit like, "Oh, this is a course for beginner artists," when it's clearly for advanced or intermediate, or it's clearly for someone with an advanced knowledge of perspective and application of that perspective, right? But they're beginners in actually putting it to use, like me. I'm a beginner in actually putting all of my perspective skills to use, but I'm advanced because I've done so much perspective work and I have it pretty intuited, right? Is that's too shallow, I think. Should have been bigger. Way too shallow. Should have been more like this. Yeah. Curve should have been more prominent as well. Yeah, curve should have been way more prominent. But again, center line is roughly here. Yeah, way more prominent. This is like a fucking flat ass dome. So yeah, like I actually bought some dude, J Rom was his name, right? I bought his perspective course, or like his beginner quote unquote perspective or portrait course, and it was shit like this. It was like draw a fucking mannequin in perfect perspective, right? And he's like, you just draw an ellipse, and then you just make it a cube, or he just draw a sphere, and then you just cut off the sections, and then you just do all this fucking retarded shit. And he's like, oh, beginner. I have nothing against that guy. I'm glad I gave my money. He's a good artist, right? Plus, he's brown, which makes me very intimately close with him. But it's really annoying when people direct, what's it called? They direct content as beginners when it's really not. Like, stop fucking lying, because you're just doing a disservice. To be honest, you're just straight up lying. Like, you may have good intentions, but it's really fucking stupid to do it. I'll be honest, because what you're saying is you're making these people feel as if they don't understand, right? If you want people to draw, you're doing the opposite, which is you're selling them a dream of being able to draw like you, but they don't have anywhere near the skills that they need to be able to draw like you. That's basically what you're doing, you know? And again, I understand the underlying assumption should be about the endless amounts of repetition that is required and all that shit. But beginners don't know that. Beginners don't think about that. I never thought about that shit until I, way down the line. And artwod is really what made me understand that, right? It's why I quit drawing the first time around, because I just didn't understand what it takes to be good. I literally didn't understand it. So stop selling shit as beginner, or put a preface saying, hey, this is like it requires an advanced knowledge of perspective. Because again, artists forget too. That's another really annoying part, is that artists seem to have fucking dementia. Like, they just forget the amount of work it took them to understand perspective. They genuinely seem to forget that, right? They're just like, it's just intuition. Let me just explain the shapes for you. That's not how it fucking works. This is actually pretty okay. I think I did a pretty okay job with this. This over here. Yeah, I think I did a pretty decent job. I'm still figuring out how to make these curves better, as per how Antonio does it. But I think maybe the jaw is a bit too small. Yeah, the jaws are a bit too small, right? If we do it this way. Yeah, and the curves need to be better. Like, look, now we can see what's wonky, what isn't, from this angle. But it is getting better. Let me rest my brain, and then I'll go back to bitching. Don't worry. But yeah, advanced artists really tend to forget exactly what it takes to get to their point, right? It's not beginners, guys. It's really not beginner artist work, or whatever the hell you believe it is, right? Just because you can understand perspective very well does not mean a beginner will be able to. It's just a fact. So you need to be aware of that fact, and you need to account for that fact as well, right? Otherwise, you're not achieving your goal. If your goal is to get more people to learn, then you're not achieving it. If your goal is just to get more people to buy your course, then congratulations, you just fooled a bunch of hapless individuals, right? Who bought your lie, whether you intended to lie or not. So yeah. And that's why we're supported by channel sponsor Artwod. No, they did not get back to me whatsoever regarding what's it called, being like an artwod ambassador or whatever, which is really fucking sad considering somebody messaged me saying, hey, like I signed up for artwod because of all your fucking glazing, right? Which in Zoomer lingo I believe means shilling. So what the fuck, Antonio? I literally just gave you one extra sale. You piece of shit, give me money. I say kindly and desperately. So I definitely have this angle down, right? I definitely understand the top-down view. It's just about applying it elsewhere. Again, the angles, everything's off here. Yeah, it's just about applying it elsewhere in different angles, right? So with that being said, why don't we just do this? Let's do something different, which is wait, no, it's this way. Something like that. And then this one will just, right? The perspective is a bit off actually, but that's okay. You know, it's going downwards like that. This is coming all the way down. So it's going downwards like so. And there's the edge. Right, we're not gonna really see. Are we? Actually, maybe we will, like right here, right? So if this is front, coming down, right? That's the fucking, there, so 1, 2. No, we won't, actually. It's gonna be, the jaw is jutting out. So yeah. Let's do the back angle again. Clearly, if I'm having trouble understanding it, it is something that must be addressed. But yeah, that's just my little mini rant, I guess you could say, right? I have nothing against these artists, but I think they should be aware. I just think the art community in general needs to stop fucking... But again, I get it. Like, they need to stop catering to beginners when it comes to... Because beginners are fucking retarded, right? I understand. Every beginner's like, I want to get quick really fast. And then some really good artist is like, oh, you want to be like me? Here, buy my car. So, I understand the business aspect. I understand taking complete advantage of your demographic, right? Advantage in the sense that, like, taking advantage of, you know, obviously offering them value, but taking advantage of them. Like, their fucking idiocy, you know, their naivety, however you pronounce it, as you say. You know, it's a multifaceted problem. So I completely get it in that regard. But yeah, that's just an annoyance of mine. Essentially just selling dreams to... Oh, that's incorrect. It should be like this, right? I think that's better. Yeah, just selling dreams to these poor souls who thought that they actually could get good just by buying their fucking favorite person's course. Not so, my friend. Not so. Let's see if this is the center line. And then this is fucking... the forehead, right? Going like, wee, right there. So it stops there. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. So why is that not happening? 1, 2. Yeah, it should stop around there. So we really shouldn't see anything back here, right? That's the way I'm thinking about it. I know these lines probably aren't helping, and I do apologize for the confusion, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not jutting out. Unless it was a fucking gigantic jaw, then yeah, you know, we'd see the back and you'd see this. But that's a huge jaw. Right, and again, it is going straight down. So I don't think it would be like that. Let's try again here. Okay, so right, and then you have the face of sorts. Need a more organic curve there. See, there we go, that's a bit better in terms of this back shape. Again, that's also curving, like that. Right, actually, no, it's going like this. So, again, if this is where we presume the center line is, if it's going like so, then it's coming down here, right? Right there. So, 1, 2, that's where the jaw will end. And then you just have it going like that. So yeah, we only see this curve. Fuck. Oh, my back, oh god, my chair too, and my back, oh god. Oh, that was painful. I don't know if I do it like this. Right? Again, it's going straight down. This is curving inwards, right? That's what's happening in the back here. It's curving inwards. It's angled. This is an angle, right? It's angled. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, from this angle, it genuinely doesn't make sense to see the behind of the jaw. But if we were to do it from... Shit. Almost fucked up the pen. If we were to do it from this angle, it'd be a different story. Okay, and let me actually rest my brain, then I'll show you what I mean. I think I'm starting to understand it better. Yeah, but I'm very shocked at how intuitive this head has become. Technically, I've only put, if we look at the playlist, right, this is my 5th hour doing portraits. 5th or 6th. You know, I did 4 previously, and then this is my 6th. This is literally my 6th hour I've spent on practicing this mannequin. And it's already gotten pretty damn intuitive. Okay, so first we need to figure out the perspective. It's going this way. Right. Okay, and then we have this right here. This is the front of the face, right? It's not gonna be perfect, by the way. I knew there was a problem with Vimeo. This fucking artwod video just randomly autoplayed. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. sure, something like that on the back. But again, now you're gonna see it, because now, if fuck, that's not a proper curve. Let's just say it's like that. If that is the center and this is coming out here, right? So 1, 2, 3. There you go. You see, it's gonna be right around here. See, there you go. Now you understand me? You understand me? Something like that. That's a bit off, actually. I'll do it better to illustrate my point, but that is more accurate, right? But best way to illustrate this is to, of course, do it again. I think what... oh, I have 4 minutes. Okay, let me do a small one then. There you go. Should be able to fit a couple here. Yeah, and I am genuinely thinking, I'm constantly thinking about this, which is the crazy part to me, is the fact that I'm actually seeing this, right? And I don't need to start from that anymore. I can start here and do something like this. And then I can do this. See what I mean? This center line, it's coming that way, right? Probably should have slowed down. Didn't need to make a point. But I can do that for the rest, of course. But center line, come down there. 1, 2, yeah, see? Something like that. Maybe I drew that a bit differently. Oh, okay, I think I know what I fucked up. Antonio keeps changing the way this is supposed to be, which is also a bit frustrating. No, it's supposed to be, this is the curve, right? It's that, and then it's coming down? Yeah, there, that's better. I'm just supposed to add this ellipse here. Something like that. Let me illustrate it a bit better. If I do this. Okay, wait, what is the perspective here? So it's like this. I think that's the perspective. Right, so we have something like that. This is curving inward. Right, this is apparently where the neck is supposed to attach. Like so. Which makes sense, to be honest. And then this is how he's done it here, which is like this one comes in outward. We got 1, 2. And it's got like this. Something like that is supposed to be the back end. Yeah, we still need to figure out what type of shape we're trying to make with this face, because he keeps changing it up. Like this is, again, like from my understanding, it's like this, right? Like that's basically what the jaw shape is. something like that, right? I did fuck it up here, of course, but oh, actually that might be incorrect. I think it's supposed to be more like if it were in that angle, like so, then it would be it would be like this. Yeah, that's completely incorrect. Ignore that. It'd be like this. Yeah, that would be more like it, right? And then if we had it from the back, because yeah, it's basically like a two cut-in shapes, right? It'd be like that. Then it'd go in, have the jaw, you know, something like that. I guess the big question is, how does this attach to it all? Like, oh, well, technically, yeah, in this case, it would be like this. Yeah, obviously, that makes more sense. If we're looking at it from the back, yeah, if we're looking at it from the back, obviously, it's like that, right? Obviously, maybe this part, like something like that. I don't know. Let's think more about the logic behind it. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna practice this shape, and it's already been over an hour, so I think we're done with the head. It's better to actually try to understand the shapes again, right? The more we understand the shapes, the more we understand the mannequin, which is at least my approach, right? Because we have, if we were to draw from the back, right, we have the dome, which is again like that, right? This is the, oh sorry, yeah, but it's cut off little ellipse. It's not a perfect ellipse. And then we have this, which is again cut off this way and this way. Maybe it's completing the ellipse this way. Would it be? Maybe. But then if we have the back, like in the same angle, we have the jaw, something like this, and something like that, right? This is the center line, so it's 1, 2, jaws there, so it'd be something like this. Would we really see anything? Trying to think about this logically. Maybe I have the back shape wrong as well. No, let's spend more time on this. Let's try one more time, just really think about the back, right? I think the back is where I'm struggling with. So, well, it's like this, right? We have the ellipse. This is the dome. This is the cranium. Our center line right around there. Then we have that right there, right? The front of the face, the jaw portion, and then this part right here, which does follow, but then it cuts off again, cuts off here. I'm just connecting it, am I not? And over here, again, is it not curving a little there? And if that is the center, like it's going around here, it's 1, and that's 2, and then that's 3. So it should be right around there is the end of the jaw, right? And then it's, what's happening? It's jutting back. So this is going, it's tapering in. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. How does that work? How does that work? Like here, here, and then it's just going in. So in the same vein, Like right here, I explained it here, right? Yeah, it feels as if we would just be seeing this, wouldn't we? Especially if the jaw is... Like, we wouldn't really see this, would we? Or is it like all the way down here or some shit? And then we're... like that? I don't know. Antonio's example is nice, but... Shit. Hit the mic. I'm just trying to look at his example. Well, if anybody knows, if anybody can help me with this, honestly, I'd greatly appreciate it. Right? What am I missing here? I think maybe I'm just not understanding how far down the jaw goes, perhaps. Right? That could be it. Maybe my proportions are off. You know, maybe all of this is actually really incorrect. Right? I might need to look at it again. I feel as if I'm getting it down, but if I'm not, again, please do let me know. Right? I'll practice more of the portrait in what? Like 5 days. Yeah, everything's like everything I practice will be done again in basically 5 days. So what the fuck was that? Dirt? That's a dusty ass room, bro. I will vacuum one day. Honestly, this room doesn't get that dusty. But either way, yeah, that was a fucking good session. I think I definitely, at the very least, have intuited the basic shapes that are occurring here. Although some angles are obviously more difficult, right? Some things to understand are more difficult. How much time is it? Okay, it's been, you know what, I'm gonna do one more just right here to try to understand it again, right? Following this perspective. So again, because I need to think about it maybe a bit more. Maybe I need to visualize it better. But yep, that was a fuck up of a connection. Just trying to think about it. So yeah, this again comes down, and this part just goes around, right? That's the face. This comes down here, and then this is also kind of curving, doing that little shape. So yeah, it is it's coming in this way. We shouldn't see that side of the face. We literally shouldn't see that side of the face. If he was turning around, we would see it because it's coming around this way, and then we'd see the jaw like starting. If he was facing in this direction, the eye, we'd start seeing the jaw starting here, right? But it's literally, again, the center line right there, right? And I guess I'm gonna draw through. I'm gonna draw through with the green, so at least it shows better in my eyes, right? Okay, so first of all, we got this, right? We got this. This is the other half, you know. Center line comes around like that, right? This is the fucking forehead, so the forehead line's like right there, you know. So it goes down one, and then this is our shape here, right, for the jaw, and that's obviously like that. So it goes down one, and then we're gonna go down another one, make it even a bit longer just for the sake to see if it comes down, then go down another one. So the jaw ends right there, and then we straighten it, it juts out in perspective, and then it connects to this, right? Literally connecting to that. Same thing here. It's connecting. So we don't see anything. We literally don't see it. That's what I'm trying to understand. That probably looks completely fucking retarded. It makes no sense, to be honest. But that's the way I'm understanding it. Right? Like, if we have the jaw shape in that exact same angle, like so, right? What the fuck are we even seeing? Right? Like if this is the center line, it's going down 1 and then 2, right? And then it's going back a little. So maybe in the context where this is not hiding it, maybe we'll see it, right? And then same thing, where we'll see this, right? That's like barely. So it doesn't make sense to me for this angle specifically, showcase the jaw from the front, from the way I spatially reason it, right? But maybe I'm missing something. Please do let me know, right? Although fucking nobody's gotten to the point of this video, so if anybody, the thing is, when I'm bigger, more people probably will get to this point of the video. But at that point, I'll have fucking figured all this out, and I'll be hundreds of hours past this portraiture. So, actually, well, you know, if you are from the future, feel free to still leave that comment down for anybody who is also going on this journey and deciding to watch the playlist or whatever the hell to see how I progressed, right? Maybe it'll help them out, right? Maybe they see what I'm struggling with. They sort of have the same questions. Feel free to help them out, right? We're all a we're all a community. Oh, fuck, I keep fucking that up. Community. Haha, the joke has come. Anyways, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing and please give me money.